Okay, so, hey everyone.
Oh, I have a Batman mug.
So, anyways, we got sidetracked. Today we're starting a whole new series where we count down the 100 greatest movies ever made according to two random guys. So
Because we're so important.
Yes, we're important and we represent the entire humanity.
Yes.
So we can speak for the rest of the mankind.
Yes. For everyone who has ever watched anything, we are now your voice.
Yes. The idea is that we both pick 50 movies and compile our top 100 based on those movies.
Well,
And each episode will be 2 movies and yeah, so it's gonna be a long show, so buckle up guys. It's gonna be a lengthy ride, yeah.
Very long.
Long running series. Like Simpsons long.
Yeah. So by the time we're 50, we'll probably get to,
Star Wars.
Yeah.
So here's 100. Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been thinking about Toy Story and Pixar a lot lately because I watched that god-awful Good Dinosaur movie a while back.
God, that was a bad movie.
Yeah, that was hideous. And I thought to myself, what makes a great Pixar movie?
Oh.
And the thing is, a great Pixar movie is a movie which is aimed both for kids and adults, without the adult stuff being fart jokes.
Correct.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Pixar is very good in making adult movies without going to the crass stuff. When they do adult stuff, they make excellent movie scenes. They make well-made scenes, which makes it adult. I mean, the opening of Toy Story, the space thing with Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, the whole Star Wars ripoff thing. Yeah, that was great.
And that was for adults, but not necessarily like throwing in.
Well, no, but it was like fishing for nostalgia, basically. You got the whole "I am your the I am your father" thing happens later on.
Yes, but this is it condenses 5 minutes of all the cheesy 70s and 80s space operas into one, but it doesn't necessarily reference any of them.
No, it doesn't.
Only by sound effects.
Yeah, and only the people who know about them will then get the reference and get the idea.
Yeah, but which is the exact opposite of how DreamWorks does stuff.
True.
That's only pop culture reference.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
See, I absolutely hate Despicable Me and anything to do with anything of that stuff. Even though there might be some funny moments in them, but just the aspect of those characters is terrible. Now, Megamind, on the other hand, is a good movie. Isn't that a DreamWorks movie? Is it a DreamWorks movie?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But Despicable Me is an Illumination picture. Sony, I think.
Is it Sony? Well, then, I was wrong.
Yeah, but whatever Illumination or, Blue Sky Studios does is exactly the same stuff DreamWorks does.
Yeah.
They're interchangeable. So that's why Pixar movies are so great, because they're...
Most Pixar movies. Unless Pixar is trying to make a Disney movie. And then it's not a Pixar movie anymore. Like Brave.
Yeah. Yeah, and when Disney is making Pixar movies, they're doing actually a pretty good job, like Wreck-It Ralph and
Frozen.
And Big Hero 6, which is basically Incredibles.
Big Hero 6 is Incredibles, and it's almost Big Hero 6. I would almost say it's almost on the verge of being a DreamWorks film, in my opinion. There's quite a lot of DreamWorksy things in it. When you're looking at Pixar, I mean, they had the Big Five or something, or the Big Four. They had at that coffee place. There was Toy Story.
Yeah.
There was
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Wall-E, and I think it was Cars.
Bugs Life and Cars.
Yeah, Bugs Life and
something
Cars,
like that.
But for me, Wall-E is like important, and I'll be down the line.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Toy Story 2 for 100.
Yeah, for me, because it's what it is, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That movie couldn't be done any better. And, you know, the technology, the creative force behind it, the acting, the characters, the action scenes, everything works. And it's so easy for me to watch it. It's like Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, where I can just pop it in and just watch it immediately.
Yeah.
And that's the only Pixar movie I can do it with. That's including Wall-E. Well, maybe Wall-E is sort of similar in that it's so easy to access.
Yeah.
And it's a big part of me now. Toy Story 2. When I think of Pixar, I think of Toy Story 2.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I love Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
I love Toy Story 3, but 2 is a better film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I go for 99 then.
Okay.
It is also a sequel, but just to counter your point, it is a DreamWorks film.
Oh, shit.
Shrek 2.
Okay, yeah, so Shrek 2 is a weird one because it is completely drenched in pop culture references.
Yes, but here's the thing. I mean, Pixar works on its own merits, and Shrek 2 works on pop culture references and stuff. It is a parody film. That's what parody films nowadays are, unfortunately. We're not talking about Airplane, or even though Airplane had a lot of pop culture references as well.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah.
It worked very well.
Yeah, and the thing is, with Shrek 2, it's a parody film, but there's still a lot of emotion in that movie.
Very much.
Yeah, which really translates well to the audience.
And it has the whole thing with, you know, like there's stuff for adults to watch, and there's jokes only adults will get in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole catnip thing and
Yeah, that isn't mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great stuff, but then there's still a lot of stuff for the kids to enjoy as well.
Yeah, because
It's still a fantasy film.
yeah, it's a parody film about fantasy movies, but it's still a pretty solid fantasy movie in itself. So not a bad choice. No. You know, Toy Story 2 and Shrek 2 are, you know, like the best examples of what those animation companies can really do when they're not half-assing stuff.
And good examples of sequels.
Yes, that's how you do sequels. You top that first one off completely.
Yeah, you just build on what's already existing.
Yeah, you don't retell it. You retell the same story. Lion King 1.5.